what I love about this album is how it's all kind of structured around one central like idea of why we do the things we do, why we should go through the storms that we do, you know, and not pull back from it, face them with, you know, eyes wide open.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just kind of feels like a journey too. I think I'm really excited like how we wrote this album and how we had like this concept like of these different things like our mountains and our giants and our oceans. And like I like how we saw these concepts and we saw these ideas and we're like, okay, how do we communicate that through lyrics, but as well communicate that through our music?
Mm-hmm. And I think also the idea that the whole thing was based off, you know, that poem that was written by Andy.
Yeah.
And like taking this one piece of literature that kind of evoked all these feelings and ideas in all of us, and using that as almost like a template or a basis for the rest of the album, just really gave it a very different feel. Like the way we went about it was just so completely different. Rather than writing songs, we were building music to express an emotion,
Yeah.
or to express a thought. And I think it's just really cool to kind of do that from a different angle this time, rather than just write songs for song's sake.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to write something that actually spoke something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like really stoked about every song in the album.
Yeah.
And I think they all belong in there. And they all have, you know, they all sound different, but they all have a sound. And like they all kind of knit together.
Yeah. You know, I've really enjoyed that it's given not just new music, but it's also given a fresh purpose to us as a band and a new,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like a fresh wind.
Absolutely.
Don't look at the camera.
Well, this is the factory. We actually did our first album launch here. And this is the control room, as you call it, the hangout room while we've been recording our album. And this is actually where we practice every day. And so right now it's being used as it's being used as our control room for recording this album, but we practice in here.
Okay.
And write all of our music in here. But this is where the magic happens, hopefully.